Well, you have heard already that on the first person we did arrest 3 people yesterday, and on the other hand, we have searched through 41 properties yesterday, so you can conclude from that that the core of this group, we still will find, we have to assume we will find further suspects, yes. Could you please say something more exact? What the possible targets were for these attacks? Do you have any news on this? Have you? You will probably have noticed that we still don't have any information or have said anything about any concrete targets. It is typical in such procedures, in such processes. In some circumstances, you have to leave this sort of thing open. So we can't give you any concrete clues as to that. Perhaps the investigations which are still being carried out will give more detailed or more concrete information. We can't really say at this moment that it was that they'd come so far, that they had a particular target in mind. I'm sorry that I can't really give you any more information than that. Could you? Yes, I think the details, if I can, I will give this question to professionally. I can't really say anything, but I think somebody can answer your question better. Yes, 2 of the persons arrested are German citizens. They are converts, and the 3rd person arrested is a Muslim as well, and is Turkish citizen. All 3 of the arrested did not have any regular employment in more recent times. And were taking unemployment benefit. And this, of course, is connected with the fact that the 3 arrested over the last few months were mostly occupied with the preparation of these explosive materials, and that took up most of their time. I have 2 questions. Yes, on your last question, we did we were able to interrupt this process with the arrests that we made yesterday. We have no information or had no references to a new flat, but we do have to assess the documents that we found in the Black Forest. What happened was that here there was a location, and we have to find out from the investigation if there are one of the main persons arrested. He is in fact from Baden-Württemberg, and from this we have to say that there are various locations that we will still have to search. In Baden-Württemberg,
Well, you're just watching a news conference coming into us from Germany. It is about the arrest of 3 men after police in Germany foiled a plot to carry out what's been described as a massive bomb attack, which would have been among the biggest yet on German soil. That's belonging to the federal prosecutor Monika Harms. Spokesman Jörg Zierk, he's from the German Federal Criminal Police Office, has said that this is true, that the terror network has taken effect in Germany. The motive, hatred against US citizens. Why Ramstein? Well, it's a major US Air Force base, but that would also have hit ordinary German people. He underlined the amount of explosives that the police and the investigators have found. 2 German citizens who converted to Islam, he said, have been arrested. The third is a Muslim man of Turkish employment, and the quote, "We cannot continue to relax. We can assume that we will find further suspects." The suspects are expected to appear before a German federal magistrate's court today, and just a few minutes ago the head of Germany's Federal Crime Office discussed the suspects at that news conference. Let's take a little quick look again.
Had been trained in using explosives in North Pakistan. In other words, they had a terrorist training so that they could carry out terrorist attacks in Germany. This organization was in close contact with Al-Qaeda. The main motivation of the group in Germany is hatred against American citizens, and therefore they had as main targets the American military installations, but this could also, of course, have affected German citizens in restaurants and other places. A possible scenario would have been that they would have car bombs and would make simultaneous attacks in several places in Germany, which is known as simultaneous terrorism.
Well, earlier I spoke with CNN's Frederick Pleitgen. He's following the arrest from Berlin.
One of them is, of course, the Ramstein Air Base, as you said, and that is a very, very important military hub for the United States here in Europe. It is the main logistical center for flights, for American flights, cargo flights, into Afghanistan and also into Iraq, and also a lot of U.S. troops go through there. Not only cargo goes through, but also troops do go through there when they go into Iraq, Owen.
Frederick, German authorities have been warning of an increase in terrorist activity in Germany. What are they saying about the threat levels right now?
Well, they had been warning of an increased threat level, not only to Germans, but especially to Americans here in Germany. And the U.S. Embassy here in Germany was also warning or cautioning its citizens that come to this country to be especially aware when they travel here in Germany. Now, there were several reasons why the Germans issued an increased threat level to their own citizens. One of them is that they said they had been picking up messages in the internet from Al-Qaeda, specifically mentioning Germany as an enemy and as a possible target of terrorist attacks. Now, the U.S. Embassy, of course, did react to this as well, as far as their citizens here in Germany are concerned. We were able to talk to the U.S. Military European Command this morning, and they said that at this point, they've not upped their threat level yet. They are at what they call force protection level Bravo, which is sort of a medium level of force protection that they have right now. They say they have no plans of increasing it at this point, but they say they are also waiting to see what further developments will happen here.
Well, that was Frederick Pleitgen speaking with me a short time ago. Now to Denmark, where Danish police say a daring operation netted 8 Islamic militants who were plotting an attack. The suspects are of Afghan, Pakistani, Somali and Turkish origin, although 6 of the 8 are Danish citizens. And perhaps most worrying of all, police say all 8 have links to Al-Qaeda. International security correspondent Paula Newton is in the capital, Copenhagen, and she joins us now. I tell you what, Paula, after looking at those arrests where you are, listening to that news conference just now from Germany, it is certainly clear that police have just foiled a major attack, maybe more than one major attack, just in time.
Definitely, and authorities are, of course, referring to the September 11th anniversary, which is coming up next week, saying that that is no coincidence. It really, at this point in time, Owen, does put the character and the operational capability of Al-Qaeda in a completely different light. We have 2 separate plots now ongoing in Europe that authorities claim had direct links to Al-Qaeda. Certainly, the German officials going further than that, saying that these people were trained in Pakistan.